And John Picerno joins us now. Thanks very much for coming on the program. Appreciate it. All right, so what can we expect is going to be happening in this case?
Thank you for having me on tonight, Dan. My understanding is that within 2 to 3 weeks that some type of charges are going to be coming forward. And reading between the lines, I anticipate that someone's going to get charged with some type of felony murder potentially. I am very confident that it won't be Jordan. From day one, we've talked about the fact that he had absolutely nothing to do with causing harm to his lifelong friends. I think that's been borne out by the law enforcement investigation. So,
felony murder. I would assume that is going to be someone who supplied them with the drugs?
You would think, and that would be anybody who was involved in that, whether it would be the person who manufactured the drugs to the person who received the drugs and then passed those drugs along. Jordan has had nothing to do with that, and I think the investigation has taken quite a while. We voluntarily surrendered his telephone. We also gave a DNA sample voluntarily, and my understanding is from their investigation that the inspection of everyone's phones is leading to what's going to be charged and the fact that Jordan is not going to be charged. So I'm quite confident of that. Whether Jordan gets charged with another crime or not, that's up in the air, and we'll just have to wait and see.
When you say he may get charged with another crime, what potential crime could that be?
Well, there's a lot of speculation about what he may or may not have done that evening, but none of it has to do with his friend's death. So we're very happy and pleased about that. And I don't want to speculate on what a prosecutor is going to do in terms of making their charging decision when they haven't told me. So we'll just have to wait and see.
But you are convinced that your client, A, is not going to face any kind of serious charges, and B, that someone else will?
From day one, I was convinced of that, and I am right now today that he's not going to be having any type of liability regarding that. And my understanding from the information that I know right at this time and I've learned recently is that someone is going to be charged, and maybe more than one person. With
something like felony murder?
Yes, sir.
But you don't know the exact charge?
No, and I don't know, how many suspects there are. I just know that, fortunately, that Jordan's not going to be one of them.
And were you able to figure this out based on what they're talking about with regard to your client, or did someone in law enforcement just tell you?
No, it's based on what they told me regarding my client, what the investigations, in these cases, Dan, law enforcement gets on the phones and they have every single text message, phone call, social media post, all of that stuff. I've been doing this 30 years, and here in the last, 10 years since we've got social media, it's very rare for me to get a case where it's not heavily, a lot of evidence in that regard. And so we knew early on that wasn't going to be a problem for Jordan. And apparently it's turned into a problem for a couple of other individuals.
And the police have been saying there is no foul play. That has been very frustrating to the families of those who are deceased. Do you think that this is going to change that assessment?
From what I understand, it is going to. And I think, the big thing here with particularly my client is that he didn't want to harm his buddies, and he wouldn't have done anything to harm them at all. So we were very happy to hear about the investigation and what it showed and proved from his end. And we're just going to have to wait and see till the prosecutor releases, their information and what they're going to do. I think it's important to note, Dan, that this is a rural county. It's north of Kansas City. They have approximately 8 to 10 prosecutors, where down in Jackson County, Kansas City, we have 80 or so. So it's a more rural area, and things generally move a little slower in that particular office. As to why it took 9 months, I don't know. That's something we're going to have to learn from the prosecutors, and hopefully we will in the next few months.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen, and don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.